Now, JoyNews gets results. Help is coming through for a little girl who hops on one leg. This comes barely 24 hours after JoyNews' Emefa Etiamwa Eli reported on the plight of the 5-year-old Princess Dede Duku. Princess hops around for all her mobility needs. The left leg on which she hops seems to be suffering from the weight of her entire body. But fortunately for her, she will be getting her right leg soon because a number of organizations, including some individuals, some even children, have been calling in to support Princess get her leg back. Here is Princess's story.
Princess' right leg suspends at the knee level of her left leg. Due to this, she hops on the left leg to move about. She was born with a deformity. Her mother, Regina Duku, said medical officers told her it was as a result of pregnancy epilepsy. The single parent of 3 and trader at Tudu tells me doctors told her her daughter can only be artificially supported to walk when she turns 5. The challenge, however, remains the means to let this dream come through for both mother and daughter. For 4 years, little Princess has been hopping instead of walking like every child does after crawling. With the assistance of a cousin who lives with a family of 5, made up of grandmother, mother and 3 children, Princess is strapped to and from school by 12-year-old Peace. This means whenever Peace is unable to go to school, Princess, in the company of her mates, hops to and from school, which is about 30 minutes walk from home. Princess schools at the Malamata Home School, a daycare center for less privileged children, mostly of porters, also known as kayayes. Here, Princess clandestinely finds support by her friends to participate in activity lessons and during break time. Madam Alberta Mwabi Adoglan is the founder of the facility, which gives free education to these children in the community.
It is very challenging. Sometimes when volunteers come and we are outside, she doesn't even want to come out because she's afraid she will slip. And this morning in particular, when she was picking her food from the kitchen, she slipped and fell. That creates an intimidation for her because normally when we want to move out as a group, she doesn't want to come out. Psychologically, it's not good for her. She feels inferior to the other children.
Though Princess seems used to her mobility challenge now, she however wishes to walk and run around just like her mates.
I want people to get me my leg so I can go to school. Oh, clap your hands and start to sit.
Until you heed her call, Princess is likely to keep hopping for the rest of her life, with all the attendant limitations and complexes as she grows up into a woman. No contribution is too small to give Princess an artificial leg to enable her move around. Emefa Etiamwa Eli for JoyNews, Nima.
I tell you what, Princess will soon be stomping her feet and not just one foot because Tossicious Prosthetics and Orthotics Training College in Sobom says it will take care of the designing of Princess's new leg, whilst the Salvation Army Community-Based Rehabilitation Center Aguna Driakwa in the Central Region takes care of her education and support for her mother. Joining me via Skype is Raymond Bedu, who is the administrator, the Salvation Army Community-Based Rehabilitation Center. Hello, sir. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
So you have committed to support little Princess with her education and also support her mother. Give us some details of what you really intend to do.
First and foremost, when I saw the news item last night and see the plight of the young lady and see the future and the dream that the lady might have in future, I'm so touched by the plight of the young lady. So I decided to do something about it. So we just inform our leaders, Mr. Bamfo, who is the Director for Medical, Social and Community Services, and we've come to a conclusion that donors at in Sawom Orthopedic Training Center, our sister organization is going to support the lady to get an artificial leg to enable her to go to school. We will also join by making sure that the lady is supported in her education. So what we are going to do right now is to get in touch with family, the mother, through your station, so that we do what we call needs assessment in relation to her education, so that whatever the young lady needs to support her to pursue her dream. Salvation Army Ghana territory, as far as rehabilitation center in Abuja is concerned, will try as much as possible put smiles on the faces of the mother and the young girl as far as her education is concerned.
Mr. Raymond, thank you very much for your contribution towards this girl's life, and I'm sure that both she and her family will be eternally grateful to you. I just want to have a very final question for you about how long this is going to take, if you know, because I understand that you're working together with a company that's providing her with the artificial leg. Do you have any idea how long this is going to take and what the process is going to be like for her?
Normally, in cases like this, we have 3 phases. We have pre-prosthesis phases, and then we have the actual prosthesis phase and the post-prosthesis phase. To the orderly man, the shoot, what I mean is that the lady will first assess, and the assessment will determine the type of artificial leg that should be given to the lady. Young girl is likely to go through on admission for a minimum of 3 months to enable her to go through a series of treatment processes. During the period when the artificial limb of the prosthesis is made, it will be given to the young girl for her to practice, so that until she feels comfortable, it will enter into finishing stage. Then when all the space providers certain that the is now ready to go through the new process of working, then she will be discharged, go through her normal life.
Mr. Bedu, thank you once again, and thanks to the Salvation Army for putting in this effort, and thanks also to the prosthetic company in Sawam that's looking to, in a few days, hopefully give a new lease of life to Princess's feet. Once again, thank you. In the meantime, you're still free to support if you want to give her a better life, both her and her family.